You know what's got to stop?
Any mention of Moolah. But more than that, I'm going to take a shot, a wild shot into a barrel full of fish and assume that I'm going to get it right and say The Undertaker wrestling.
No, it was actually Moolah. But since you brought it up,
Moolah sucks. That's the point. Yes, man, you're absolutely right. The Undertaker is clearly a step away from starring in a live-action version of the movie Up. Because fuck. Look, the dude can barely move.
I don't understand what that means.
He's an old fuck. That's all I'm getting at.
That was it. Okay.
The point, yeah, man. Look, we love Undertaker. Let's just get that off right here, right now. We're not hating on Undertaker. He's legendary. I don't think there's a person on earth that hates Undertaker. And if there is, they're trying to be cool. Yeah. Because the fact is, Undertaker is legendary for a reason. He is one of the best characters in wrestling ever. One of the best gimmicks. One of the best wrestlers. He's had some of the most iconic matches and some of the lamest. But the lame ones you forget because his great material is so great. He's been there to some of the best and the highest and lowest points in the industry and survived it all. And despite losing to a complete ass of a character, he had a great goodbye.
Yeah.
You know? And the streak ended, and it was tragic to see it.
And the new streak begun.
Well, the streak ended. The streak ended, and it was tragic to see. But then he lost to somebody that was he shouldn't have lost to. But again, all that was a good, heartfelt send-off to The Undertaker, despite the tragic notes.
Then the Gaga streak begun.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
That's the problem. You know, like a kid that you put at the top of a slide, and he's been telling you all day while you're at the pool, Dad, I got to take a poo, but you're having so much fun that you don't take the kid to poo. Yeah. So at the end of the day, you're just like, hey, let's take this one last fun ride down the slide. You go first, son. And you push him down, and he leaves a big old streak of mierda down the damn fucking slide.
If you look closely at that mierda streak, you could see The Undertaker.
Yes, that is exactly where The Undertaker is, deeply ensconced in the feces of that kid's streak. Because while the old streak died, this new diarrhea streak began. Look, man,
it's so bad.
We're going to cut right straight to the chase, okay? He came back with this Rusev match, and it became evident immediately that the guy was not in tip-top physical shape. We understand he'd been away from the business a long time, but that's not the issue. The issue is he couldn't even competently interact with Rusev in the match. And Rusev had to play down to him, and that's fine. It was his match back. We could forgive that. But now he had this match with Triple H. He's had enough time to at least get a little bit more up to speed. But now it's become evident that his body just can't do the things that he used to do. The man's had surgery in the hips, right?
Yeah.
Both of them?
I think so.
It's evident. He can barely bend at the waist. He has a hard time bending the knees.
Yeah.
He has a hard time getting up.
And it's not like he had a particularly hard-hitting style before.
Yeah, he's always been a very slow and methodical brawler type. But now it's you're being slow because you're slow.
Yeah.
And there's no method to this madness. Because there you are, barely able to capture your breath. You're holding onto the ropes like a fat-ass Yoko did towards the end of his career.
Yeah.
But you're not as fat as Yoko. You just can't do it anymore. And this is tragic. I get it. He loves the business. He probably wants to be there. But there's a point in time where you just got to say, I can't do it anymore. And I think this match with Triple H really, really underlined that, because Triple H is a man who came up around the same time that he did. Granted, a little bit later, but the point is, they're compatriots. They're compatriots in arms, okay? And they were popular at the same time. Yeah. And we know that Triple H can still wrestle a pretty good match.
He had that great match with freaking Kurt Angle. And
even that was two old guys going at each other, and it still
do it.
Yeah, it still looked good. And we know that Triple H can do better than that.
Yeah.
Because Angle was barely out of, a little pseudo rest period.
Yeah.
So we know that Triple H could do even better than that. We know inherently Triple H can still do a lot. So seeing him basically get his ass handed to him by The Undertaker for the story's sake, which is fine, is a problem. Why? Because for the story, it says something about The Undertaker. Oh, he's still a big bad phenom. But physically,
He's
we
not.
can tell that the Undertaker just cannot do it, and that Triple H was playing down to him, just like Rusev had to. But it was just so much more noticeable this time around, because with Rusev we understood that Undies has just come back. This time it was, Undies, you've been back for a while.
Yeah, it's no excuse for this.
You've had time to build up your strength again. Maybe lose a little weight. I know we're the fat guy saying that, but the point is, you've had time, and still this match looked not only bad but worse than the last one. It's I gotta admit it's amazing that they went for an hour.
Yeah,
but
that's also a problem.
But Undies was looking so wasted by the beginning of the match. Trips eventually looked that way towards the end.
Yeah.
And it's so bad that he was audibly calling shots, whereas the Undertaker was doing that from the get-go. And Undertaker just looked like he could barely hold himself up.
Yeah.
Every single step of the way, and it was so evident that Triple H was just trying to look like he was in trouble when he wasn't. Ever. Not once. It didn't sell right, man. It just did not sell right.
Yeah.
When Shawn Michaels, in the battered condition that he is, looks far better than you for a few seconds.
And that's the thing, like, Kane, Triple H, and Shawn Michaels are pretty close to his age, and they're at least in shape, and you could believe that they could do something. I mean, Kane's a slow worker, but he's very safe, and he's reliable.
Mm-hmm.
It is kind of scary to see Undertaker try to do a freaking power driver, because you're like, this guy's gonna freaking fall, dude.
Or worse, hurt someone.
Yeah, he's gonna end up hurting someone because he can't do anything.
It's almost, you know what? That's almost what the tragedy of it is. It's not the fact that the guy loves the industry enough to come back despite his condition.
Yeah.
We get that. It's the fact that he could potentially hurt someone because he can't keep up anymore. He can't do what he did anymore. And it's time, man. It's just, sometimes it's just time. And if it's ever been more evident, then sue me. But I don't think...
Sue me?
I don't think... Fuck Subi, dude. Sumi is a fat lard from Japan that I hate. Fuck Sumi. Like, he puts a bad name on all fat guys.
There's other ways.
And if you're wondering who Sumi is, then just go back and watch the Greatest Royal Rumble and still be confused as to why the fuck he was there.
Or watch our video.
Yeah, don't watch our video. But the point is...
there's other ways to freaking contribute to the business. If you still want to do that, then you don't have to wrestle. You could have him as like a Dark Lord figure to some new wrestler, like
he could be a puppeteer
and Lucha Underground, something like that.
He could have brought Bray in. He could anything but this that looks so bad. I'm afraid to say that the legacy's already ruined. It might be, because why is this still going on? And it's gonna continue going on. It's tragic, man. I don't understand why. On some gut level, I do, but on there's the money, there's the fact that he obviously loves the business, all that jazz. I get it, but look at this, look at this thing.
There's a point where like it's risky having him in there. He's gonna freaking end up dying in the ring or some shit instead of exhaustion, have a heart attack or some shit. His little hip's gonna explode.
Now I don't know what the commonplace reaction was to the Undies Triple H match. I don't know, because I don't like to read reviews and shit. But I enjoyed the match, despite the fact that Undertaker was clearly dying the whole time. I enjoyed it. It was admirable that they went for an hour. Story-wise, I enjoyed it. Story-wise, mostly. But I could not see it with my nostalgic glasses on. I did enjoy it on that nostalgic level, but I couldn't see it without them clearly shattered on my eyeballs, because I was like, man, look at this.
Yeah.
He is not capable anymore to do this. And it's dangerous, and it's ruining what he created, you know?
Yeah.
Where's the Undertaker in that? I don't see it. I see a tired old man trying to capture something again, and it's not working, and it's sad. But anyway, I don't know, man. I don't know. You got any final thoughts on this? Because I want to shoot my head off.
I really hope the crown jewel doesn't happen.
Yeah, me too. It's not just for the Undertaker thing, but in general.
Yeah. Those shows are terrible. Well, there's only been one.
Yeah.
It was horrid. That's it. That's my thoughts. Shit.
Anyways, tell us what you think about Undertaker. Again, we stress we love the Undertaker. We love his career. Just not this new slew of garbage that's coming out.
Yeah.
Not his fault. But come on, man. You need to stop.
Stop, dude.
Stop.
It's time to stop.
This is not like Ric Flair's saggy tits. He could still kind of do his thing.
Or at the very least, he's gonna cut his vein and freaking bleed all over the floor. At least.
Yeah. This is why is this happening again? Type of material, you know, confusingly bad. Anyway, we are the Wrestle Ramblers. Kind of sad, kind of mad.
Yeah, sue me.
But always glad that Sumi's not in the industry. Hit like, share, subscribe, and some notification buttons. And remember, if you want to hate someone, hate Sumi, that fucking fat lard. Again, if you don't remember who he is, he's that fat asshole. Yokozuna ripoff from the Greatest Royal Rumble. And I don't blame you if you don't remember him, because he stunk.
We're better wrestlers than him.
I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, Baba Tunde.
Baba Tunde.